Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience? Or perhaps a desire to learn? Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Would help if I unmuted my mic. Welcome to Light Your Menorah with Laura, and of course our incredible super guest today, Pastor Michael Mangus. I just feel so blessed to be here on day 8 of this amazing adventure on New Thought Media Network. Woohoo!
Wow.
Day 8. Isn't that
Last
great?
day. Wow.
Yeah,
we made
the
it.
last day. We did. And it's like a beginning. It's like the opening of a new adventure of light for each of us. And I can see that there is somebody here watching. Welcome in. This is a very, very special time where we celebrate and rededicate ourselves to the light, knowing that we are the light and we're shining that light, giving others permission to shine their light too. And what a great experience this has been. Day 8.
We made it.
We made it, and Jason's menorah made it.
Yes,
Yes.
which shows that you can make a menorah out of anything.
Anything.
Including pasta and
Pasta.
Well, yeah, pasta and tinfoil. So
Exactly. So isn't this beautiful? I know that each day we've rededicated to a specific quality of God. Really, it was Thomas Troward that revealed these qualities as he meditated and knew the truth. And Dr. Ernest Holmes, and other teachers who have sat with these qualities for hours and hours. And I'm sure we all have in our own way sat with these truths. I know that I have, maybe not directly. And yet I would sit with a quality of love or a quality of peace and have beautiful insights for myself. How about you? Is that something that you would do, Pastor Michael, to sit
yes,
with
and
quality?
another thing I was taught in the professor who teaches Thomas Troward in Holmes Institute. He's a remarkable teacher in Dr. Tom Senar. So Dr. Tom, he teaches what's called absolute treatment. So what you do then, again, the recognition and unification statement, and then what you do before you do any type of treatment is you go ahead and you pause to just be in the presence and get guidance. Okay. And then you don't this is called absolute treatment. You don't specifically ask for a specific thing, but what you do is you go ahead and you go ahead and speak your word that these qualities of God are now revealed in the situation. So it's a little different way of doing treatment. It's more of an absolute way, but that's one of the ways that you can use the the 7 or 8 qualities of God is to, again, just to know that those qualities, or take a couple of the qualities that, again, that would be called on. For example, if I know my wife has had some people pass very suddenly. So you would go ahead and bring forth the quality of peace. You would talk about the quality of joy. You would bring forth those qualities that would match the situation. And again, that's an intuitive thing too. That's something that, you can't really put in a book. For me, I know that I'll start going in one direction, especially with spiritual mind treatment, and then go in an opposite direction, because that's what my intuition is telling me to do. So
yeah. Yes, that is so true. And I started using that practice even before I was being taught it in a way. I think our intuition kicks in with affirmative prayer along the way somewhere, where we get used to it and we can play with it within. And I was given this incredible guidance by my spiritual mentor to recognize and unify and kind of stop there and get into the knowing of that unification and bring in one of these qualities. And it's like just what you're saying, and it's such a beautiful thing to do, because then I'm like, okay, I'm not asking for anything, I'm knowing the truth. Knowing the truth. Yeah, it's a different kind of thing, isn't it, when we're on that, working with it in that way. It's a knowing rather than my life will be better if something else shows up.
Well, again, that Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind and Religious Science, again, that he taught a couple of different ways on how to do treatment. And I always tell people, you go with whatever that you feel comfortable with in the moment. If you need to do an argumentative type one, if there's a lot of feelings around it, you may want to go ahead and do an argumentative one that says, again, while you're doing the treatment, if there's fear that comes up or anxiety or whatever, is to go ahead and confront that in your treatment. Say, well, in God, there is no anxiety. There is no fear. There's only love. And so to do that, it's whatever is needed in the moment to bring forth the demonstration. So.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking on that. And because it's incredible when we're brought up in a one way, in a certain religion, a certain way. It's amazing then to have a freedom to discover for ourselves. I know I found that personally, to discover spiritual mind treatment. It's like my world opened up. My whole world opened up. I could have this incredible, I could play with this different way of praying. And even when I discovered it, it's like, oh, I can play with it again. And yes.
And that Ernest Holmes wanted us to, and I was thinking about this because I'm doing a series of talks for several communities, including our own, about the light of Christmas. Holmes wanted us to be, again, from his writings, he wanted us to be comfortable in all religious forms.
Yes.
All right. So whatever religion that there is, and again, that unfortunately some people, I've had vigorous discussions with, and even ministerial school about, are we a Christian religion? Well, we are a universal Christianity, which means that, again, it's open at the top. So again, it has the base. Holmes said that we were Christian, but again, that we were universal. We were Christian without all the dogma. So it's a universal religion. So again, that if we come across, for example, like a Bible verse or something that maybe triggers us, again, that's a real gift that we can go ahead and say, I wonder where that came from. It didn't come from that person. It came from within me. So I think that's a part of the spiritual path is being at peace with whatever that you grew up with, what religious form that you grew up with. I grew up Catholic. So again, but I'm, very much at peace with that. And again, that's again, that's fine for other people. There's a lot of rich tradition in it, and I can borrow from that too. There's a great
Yes.
ritualistic quality from the Catholics. So again, to be comfortable, part of the path is to be comfortable and to heal whatever that it is, whatever that you grew up in, and to go ahead and to see the beauty in it. So,
Yes.
and that's what we're doing here with the Menorah, is that we're celebrating the beauty
Absolutely.
of Judaism. So,
Absolutely. And New Thought, is very relevant in Judaism as well. There are groups of New Thought Jews around the world who bring this teaching into the Jewish tradition. And in a way, that's what I'm doing here. What we're doing here.
right.
Yeah. So we are here on New Thought Media Network. Welcome in. If you're joining us, you have landed at the right place at the right time, because we are we are in the midst of rededicating ourselves to the spiritual truth, or the quality of God, which is wisdom. We've recognized at 7 of them, the Thomas Troward qualities, and the 8th one that Pastor Michael suggested yesterday was to bring in wisdom, that inner wisdom, the wisdom of the divine that we have access to in every single moment. Yes. And I think this is like the one that kind of brings each of these 7 qualities together. The wisdom is here. We have it. We don't need to think it's for someone else, or they have it and I don't, or somebody has more access to this wisdom other than me. That is not the truth. We each have an availability. We are each here as direct vessels to this wisdom, portals, if you like. And Ernest Holmes says, that we're open at the top. We expand our mental equivalent, which means that we open up even more to the knowing of this truth of what is here, and this wisdom pours in when we allow it. And that's what we're rededicating to today. Wisdom. What does wisdom mean for you, Pastor Michael?
For me, it not only means spiritual knowledge, but it also means that whatever that I need in the moment as far as guidance, if I listen, if I just take a moment, get out of what's going on out there, and even if it's close to me, and then again, knowing that wisdom is within me and is showing me exactly what to do. Yeah. And then again, it's amazing. It may not show up in that moment when I do treatment or affirmative prayer, but it may show up in a dream. It may show up. Yeah. Someone may come up to me the next day and say, or give me kind of a, guidance or direction. So again, if we affirm it, and you may not know what to do in the moment. Okay. And that's okay. But quit affirming that. Quit affirming I don't know what to do, because again, that tends to be a negative affirmation. So start affirming that I know what to do and I do it. And I think that that's a better affirmation. No, I'm not saying don't deny it. I'm just saying that stop it. Yeah. Just go ahead and say, well, I don't know what to do in the moment. However, there is that's within me that is showing me what to do and how I do it. So again, that whole idea of wisdom is always there within us, that inner guidance, that inner teacher that is always there. That, Holmes, and he said, what we believe is, we believe that we are all revealers of the truth.
That's it.
We're all revealers of the truth. And it's not just Ernest Holmes, but we are all revealers of the truth if we stay in close contact with that presence of God that's within us. So
yes, and I love that you've just said that close contact. That's the choice. That's the decision that we make, to sit in the silence, to open our hearts, to be heart-led, and to listen. Oh,
absolutely.
And to listen. So I'm going to pop up the brocha, the prayer for the Hanukkah candles in English. Would you like to read it
Absolutely.
today? Yeah.
So let's just say that this together, if your Hebrew is not that good. So just know with me, blessed are you, O God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy through your commandments and commands us to light the Hanukkah lights.
Beautiful. Thank you. And I've just lit the shemesh. Be the shemesh. Love it. And I'm going to light the 8 candles because we're on day 8. So if you can see, here we are. Rededicating ourselves to the knowing of wisdom today. The wisdom that we each are, the wisdom that is instilled within each of us. Whoop, I'll come back to that one. Just dropped a little candle here. I'm going to pick it up. Okay. Pop it in. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. There are the 8 candles with that middle candle there, the shemesh. So there are 9 candles symbolizing the love, the light, the life, the peace, the joy, the beauty, the wisdom, and the way. Beautiful. Isn't it great to see the 8 of them, to be complete with this, with celebrating this? Yeah.
And may I say too, if you're watching this today and that you're having a hard time conceptualizing light in your life because around you it seems very dark, we have a wonderful ministry here called our prayer ministry. All you need to do is send in your prayer request to prayer@ntmedia.org, prayer@ntmedia.org. We will know with you the light that's within you. Even if you can't see it, we'll still know it for you. And again, this whole season of light reminds us that this light is always with us. Even though that, again, that it seems dark, we always know that, again, as we reconnect with our spiritual source, our spiritual oil that's within us, what happens is that we see the light again, and we allow that light then to go into all areas of our life. So again, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's a wonderful, wonderful team that we have. And again, when we do prayer on our network, we don't mention the ones that we get through the email because we keep those in the silence. We go ahead and we do our own personal work around those. So prayer@ntmedia.org.
And to know that the light that is always here, that we can get to this place where we're scared or we're in fear of the darkness, or we think that the darkness shouldn't be here, or that there's the light and the dark and one is good and one isn't. The darkness is here for the light to be able to light up the darkness.
Yes.
So we're in this, we're accepting and acknowledging all of it.
Yes.
It's all the divine. It's all God expressing. And when we're in that place, we're accepting of our lives rather than judging bits, pulling out bits and saying this bit is working and that bit isn't. accepting of all of it, knowing that we can be this light, this incredible light shining on all of it. And I believe that's what we do in prayer as well.
Yes.
Is that we expand our knowing of this light and know that even the darkness that's here, that's okay. That's fine, because it's teaching us something about ourselves. Like you were saying, Pastor Michael, that we need to be in those situations so that we can understand and do the healing, do that revealing work that Ernest Holmes talks about so regularly,
Yes.
that his work
Yes.
is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's all a gift.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
all a gift.
This teaching is
And
a
I
gift.
have a quote. This teaching is a gift. This teaching is a savior, a saver. I have a quote here. If you'd like to read it.
Yes, this is right. And this is from Ernest Holmes. It says, knowledge is of the intellect. Wisdom and understanding are of the heart. I'll say it again here. Knowledge is of the intellect. And I'll put the word real wisdom and understanding are of the heart. And how do we get there? We get there by being still, turning within. Be still and know that I am God, not God out there, but we're one with this one presence and power. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So thank you. Great quote, by the way.
Yeah, great quote. I'm realizing more and more and more that when I come away from my intellect and the thinking mind and the structure of how I logicalize what I believe and delve into my heart and the wisdom and the knowledge that's in my heart, that I'm grounding in this connection or the awareness of my connection. And then I have this real opportunity to open my heart to my life without judgment.
Yes.
It's such a different way of living for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is amazing, and I'm feeling so grateful to be on this beautiful adventure in the past 8 days and been joined by Pastor Michael for, I think, 7 of them.
7
been
of them,
here,
yes.
which is beautiful, and other guests that
I actually had I actually had to do pastor work on Friday. I actually had to go do a wedding over in Pennsylvania. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to everybody that's watched, and that these broadcasts are here always for you to tune into at any point. Doesn't have to be Hanukkah to rededicate. It could be any moment. So they're always going to be here on New Thought Media Network, on the YouTube channel, on the website, and on the Facebook page. And that is a blessing. And so wherever you are on this amazing planet, happy Hanukkah to you. And keep that light, keep that knowing of light going in your heart. Expand it out, as far as you can in your meditation. And be that light. And what a beautiful journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for guiding us along that way. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Pastor Michael. And I know that we will be shining that light, coming back on here maybe occasionally you may be coming on to rededicate light to other holidays and festivals. So it's exciting. Yeah. It's an opening here.
My the vast crew that I have, my people are getting with their people. We're doing lunch, signing paperwork, all that stuff. So we're planning some other time here. So just, hey, you never know. Just keep watching the New Thought Media Network. So.
Oh, keep watching this network, because there are exciting things coming up for the new year, new programs, new ideas, new ventures, new expansions, new people. It's all great here on the network. And as always, I like to just say there is a link down below, a donation link that you can pop in your financial giving to the network. I think I'm going to put it up here as well. There we go. So that you know that when you do that, you're a part of the reciprocal process, which is giving and receiving. There's a flow, it's a cycle, it's a spiral, and it's one never-ending journey. And when we do that, we're rededicating ourselves to that beautiful cycle. So the link is down there, and it will take you straight through to the New Thought Media Network website where you can donate. Yeah. And that is it for today. Happy Hanukkah to everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you, Pastor Michael.
Oh, you're welcome.
Happy
This has been
Hanukkah.
absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Same to you. See you later. Thank you.
Bye.
New Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience, or perhaps a desire to learn? Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org.